Welcome back, everyone. I am Air, and this is part 24 of my Final Fantasy VII Platinum walkthrough. We are back in Junon here, and we have been taken prisoner. They're not watching us too carefully, because they just walked to the next room, so we could save. That was real nice of them. Let's go catch up to our captors, and see what happens. Two of our least used characters, so it's time to level them up, I guess. Gee, I wonder why I use Kate Sith so seldomly. Never been a fan. I know some people like it, but not for me. Fight with his hands behind his back. Well, that's not good. You did not get him. Uh-oh. Alright, so now you've got control of Barrett and Kate Sith. So let's make sure that we equip them with our most updated equipment. Which probably isn't going to be that good. I've been spending a lot of time leveling or buying equipment for them, but here's what it is. I don't need to worry about it too much, I guess. We're not going to be controlling this particular party configuration for too long, but might as well make something here. You know what, I don't think there's anything we're going to even really need to worry about. Well, no, we might as well put some stuff and... you know what, I don't even remember all my material. Okay, we're just going to go. Apparently not going the right way. This way? I don't think it's this way. Maybe it is. Yeah, I guess it is. Normally when you see enemies like this, they have things to steal. These don't have anything to steal. Well, anything good to steal, anyway. They are kind of tough, so just be careful with that. It might have made sense to equip Restore or something. Just didn't feel like it, which might have been a mistake. We'll see. shoot a grenade bomb out of my circular chainsaw arm, so why not? No dice. I swear I had a ton of potions that I'm using. I have 2. Okay. More potions? Yeah, I got high potions. No time like the present. Man, sapphire weapon is cool. Alright, so we got Yuffie in our party now. I'll help out a little bit. The treasure chest that's not an actual treasure chest. And what's this, an airship? Alright, so it doesn't actually matter how long you do this, or how long you take to do this. You just have to press the feet, and then the head, and then eventually she'll pick it up with her feet. You have to do feet and head at the same time. There you go. And then head and arms. Head and arms again. And she's free. You can stand there for 45 minutes and she'll still be fine. And turns off the gas. But she can't get out. Oh man. It always really bothers me that the Kill Sapphire weapon cutscene. It's the only one you don't get to fight. He's awesome looking. But it is what it is. And with that convenient laser, Tifa can now get out. I don't know where she thinks she's going, but this is the way you have to go. Get a slap fight with Scarlet. Gotta be pretty quick to beat her. You don't get anything for beating her, other than the satisfaction. Alright, we got an airship. Thanks, Barrett, for lowering the shortest possible rope in the world. Maybe it's not so short, but it looked really short. Alright, so once you've talked to everybody in here, go to the operation room, which is handily labeled Operation. It's gotta let you form your party. Nice. Hang on a second, we didn't have Yuppie, we had the rest of the Materia on. There we go. So as you can see, you can do PHS, you can do save, you can restore HP and MP. We're definitely going to get that done. Alright, so just have to equip up Sid, I suppose. Actually, no. We have to get our good armor back off of Barrett and Kate Sith, if I can press the right button here. It's annoying that that pointer stays on the same button every time. There we go. Make sure that I don't have anything. Now the PHS, Vincent and Sid back in. The dragon armor is still to be doing some good work for us. I don't know, that's a lot of defense. I think we're going to do the fire armor on him. Pretty much always want to have ribbons on if you have ribbons. It's just a good idea. We have to get a better weapon for Tifa. Fire equipped on somebody, don't we? Mystify on somebody too. I feel like we do. Maybe not. Guess so. Alright, that should get us going for a little bit. Equipping and unequipping materia sometimes changes your HP and MP levels, so we're going to restore one more time. And then, got to go back to the bridge, and we should be able to take off. Alright, so we've got the airship now. This will open up the entire world map. Some areas you haven't been before, and some areas it was just a pain to get to. So, you ultimately want to go to Medeal, which is south of us on one of these islands down here. It's just east of the Temple of the Ancients. So, there's Medeal. We're not going to go there just yet. First place we're going to go is back up to the Chocobo Ranch area. We've got a bone to pick. I'm going to save first on down here just in case things go wrong. Don't think they will, but just in case. And we're going to wander into this swamp without a Chocobo. And this is what you would have been fighting if you had not bothered to get that Chocobo. So, he's got an enemy skill that is pretty powerful. And he casts it when he's very low on hit points. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stick him with poison. And I'm going to try to use gravity. I thought I had gravity. What's going on here? Yeah, there it is. Hoping this works. He's not going to pose much of a threat to us at this point. But still. Demi 2 is going to shave off half his HP every time. Oh, that's right, he does that annoying thing. So we're going to have to fight him more than once. Simply for the fact that he will knock people out of the battle, which is really annoying. Let's try Materia Magic and see if that does a small amount of damage. It'll trigger it. 370, I think that's just about perfect. Here it is. As you can see, that's not that catastrophic for us right now, but if that had hit our party way back when, that would have been devastating. Alright, so let's heal up a little bit. Alright, so now we have to try to get Sid a copy of Beta as well. And as you can see, even if you manage to defeat him early in the game, he always just comes back. So probably speed this up. I don't see him doing anything that I'm going to be panicking about here. Come on. That's super annoying. Maybe he knocks off the character that's doing the most damage? Let's try to move gravity over to a different character. Alright, let's try that one more time here. Yep, that must be it. And here comes Beta. Okay, so that's Beta. It's actually a pretty powerful fire-based spell, so if you're ever in a bind and you don't have anything better to do, that's a good alternative to Fire 2 or Fire 3. It is expensive to cast, but it is powerful. So that is one of the important things that you can do once you get the airship. You may also want to take the time to get all the other enemy skills that you've bypassed at this point. Just match everybody up. You won't be able to get all of them, but you can get copies of most of them, just because you get the enemy materia or the enemy skill materia at different points in the game. So you can kind of go back and get some of the ones you missed on the other ones. There's not too much else to do on this side of the world, so we're going to fly over to Cosmo Canyon. There's a new materia for us to get over there. Stay away from this desert with the airship, just in case you bump into a ruby weapon with it. That can be annoying. It will absolutely end you if you're not absolutely maxed out. We'll do a video on that much, much later. Okay, so we've got Cosmo Canyon, and let me try to remember where exactly we're going here. I want to say we want to go up this ladder. I think this is the right place. Yep. So you can come over here, and there's an item bag with an elixir and a magic source. And the full cure materia, which is okay. It's not great. It's okay. It's annoying that it doesn't actually do anything until you level it up to level 2, which is also subpar, but that's the only place in the game to get it, and that's the first opportunity to get it. So we might as well. Alright. So that's one other thing you can do now that you have the airship. Can't actually land on those desert or wasteland spaces, which is kind of annoying, so that's why we have to park on the grass. There is a place up north here that we can go to for the first time as well. If I can remember where it is. There it is. So this is the Chocobo Sage. So this guy is going to be very important when it comes to raising chocobos. We're not going to start that right now, but we will come back here. talk to his Chocobo. You can get an enemy skill Materia, which I think that makes 5 right now. Anything past 3 is completely and 100% redundant. But if you missed 2 of them, there's another one for you. So remember where that place is. We'll be coming back there eventually. There are these islands out here to the east that you couldn't get to before either. There's some interesting things out here. There we go. So if you go into this forest and you get into a fight, you will find a goblin enemy eventually. These guys have the Zeo nut you can steal. And also drop it. It's the only place in the game to get it, and it will become very important later, again, once we start doing the Chocobo breeding. They also have the Goblin Punch enemy skill, which is almost entirely useless. But again, it's the only place in the game to get it, so we're going to get it. Oops. Vincent doesn't have it yet. Actually seem to be taking some serious damage despite not really dealing much. Guess they can take some punishment. Love having ribbons equipped. Alright. So we'll heal up a little bit. Now, I've got to try to remember where the Cactuar Island is. That is going to be the other thing that has just become available. I believe if we fly in this direction, we're going to be at least in somewhat the right area. I want to say it's south of Cosmo Canyon. Oh. Nope. I thought that was it. It was not. Oh, here we go. Alright, so this is the Cactuar Island. We're going to save here too, because these guys are the real deal. Alright, and we want to make sure that we have Morph and Sense equipped. So I think Sid is probably our most powerful, so he's going to get Morph. Yeah, we're gonna use a 10. Refill that MP. And go pick a fight. Now the reason we're equipping Sense is just because Morph does almost no damage, and you have to kill the enemy with a Morph hit in order to morph them into the item that we're trying to get here. So we're going to be using Sense just to keep an eye on their hit points. You're going to want to make sure that you have things like counter taken off for this. Of course, you don't want that happening. Really hoping they're not immune to Demi. We'll find out. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to hit him with Demi a few times. Throwing up big guards so they can dish out some damage. Okay, big guard doesn't do anything against them, so at least we have haste. We're going to use a potion on Vincent. We don't want him dying. Alright, so we should be in Morph range pretty close here. Oh, that's right. They're really, really difficult to hit, too. So, this might take some doing. There are some weapons that have essentially a property where they're guaranteed to hit. That might be a good idea to use here. Yeah, that's a bummer. We're going to hit him with Demi one more time. It's kind of rough. Dealing 1,000 points in a chunk is pretty rough, at least for this part of the game. Now, you can come back here and morph these guys super easily late in the game when you have Yuppie's Conservator, but the sooner you get the Tetra Elemental, which is what these guys drop, the better, I say. So. Just keep healing and have some patience and you'll get it eventually. Not going to turn fast forward on here just because I don't want things to go sideways. If he decides he wants to cast 1,000 Needles a couple times in a row, I could be in trouble. Let's see where he's at on health. Got 78 left, so now we're doing 70 something. We're gonna hit him with Demi one more time. I don't want to have to connect twice more with Morph. But these guys don't seem to be running away like they do in other games. Now that I say that, he probably will. We gotta heal up here. Like I said, it's kind of dangerous for any of your characters to be under 1,000, just because he'll be able to one-shot you, so just keep an eye on things. Ouch! Jeez, man. On the plus side, I'm getting limit breaks like crazy. Man, that's annoying. There it is. Alright, we have a Tetra Elemental. That armor will last you most of the way through the rest of the game, just so you know. So, it's not super high on defense, but it has 6 linked slots, and it drains... Oh, that's... I'm sorry, that's the... Where's the... Oh, that's right. Ah! I forgot. It's not an armor. It's an equipment. And it's going to drain fire, cold, lightning, and earth. So... That's funny, I was looking at the dragon armlet. But yeah, it's an accessory, so if you don't have a third ribbon, it is an excellent piece of equipment to have. You may want to get a total of 3 of these just to throw on for boss fights where you don't have to worry about status effects. It's one of the best accessories in the game. Get at least 1. Again, 3 might be a good idea if you've got patience for it. Alright, so besides that, there's not a whole lot else to do at this point, other than just get right to it. There's a couple places that now sell equipment you might have missed, like there's a bunch of merchants in Junon now that sell a bunch of weapons, a lot of different... Unless you're trying to just absolutely be a completionist and have every single weapon, it's not that important for right now. But, you know, by all means, fly around, and if you missed anything, it's a great time to look. There's also a few areas where you can go for some extra story exposition and things like that, but, again, nothing too groundbreaking. Those are the main things that you should be doing when you get the airship. So, I'm going to land here because we're at Nadeal on the end of the video now, and we're going to pick up the story where we left off the next time. So thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.